Hello, dear students. I'm your teacher Taram from Harvard Convent Senior Secondary School. Today, I have come back with a new video, and in this video, we will start a new chapter that is staffing. So, staffing is the one of the main function of management. Staffing is regarded as the third important function of management after planning and organizing. So basically the staffing means to acquire a number of person to perform the different tasks in the business. After formulating proper plans and taking various steps for organizing, manager of the organization has to ensure a proper staffing system to ensure quality and effective work in the concern. In this process of staffing, manager fill up all the jobs and posts and position designed as per the organizational structure. For example, you are going to start any business, so there are number of vacancies in the business. For example, a production manager, a worker, supervisor. So you have to fill these vacancies by the help of recruitment and selection. So that process is called staffing. So in the simple words, staffing may be referred as a process of recruiting and selecting skilled and talented workers or people in the organization. So next is the importance of staffing. Staffing is one of the most important function of management as it is connected with the human beings. This is clearly evident that the fact that an efficient manager may lead the business up to the higher level of whereas an inefficient manager may put the organization into trouble. So the success of business is largely dependent on the staffing process, because if the workers are efficient, then business will grow, and if the workers are inefficient, then business will not grow. So, it is highly essential to choose the right man for the right job. Staffing is considered as an important function of management due to its following importance or advantage. So, the first point is recruiting skilled, dynamic and experienced personnel. So with the help of staffing process, we are able to recruit skilled workers in the business. Staffing helps in recruiting and selecting skilled, dynamic and experienced personnel in the business to maximize the organizational productivity and efficiency. It ensures about posting of a right man at the right job. The next point is enhancing the performance of employees. Staffing ensure posting of the best suited employees at the desired place where he or she can perform the best. It leads to enhance or increase the level of performance of employees at work. For example, if there is a need of computer mechanics, then we recruit a person who has the qualification in the computer field. So when we choose the right person for a right job, then it enhance the performance of employees. Next point is the optimization of human resources. Staffing deals in planning towards the need of manpower and job analysis in the organization. It helps in the assessing the number of employees required in the organization. It is useful in the reducing labor turnover and the stoppage of work due to acute shortage of workers. So with the help of staffing, we are able to calculate the number of workers required in the business, then we recruit that amount of number so in the business. Survival and growth. As I told earlier, the number of workers are more efficient, the business will survive and grow more. Next is the helps in a competitive in market. So if I want to compete my competitor, then I have to acquire, I have to recruit a number of person who are very efficient. Next point is improve job satisfaction and morale of employees. Staffing is a process of allocating right job or task to the right person. In other words, employees are assigned work as per their skill and expertise. It increases their efficiency. So now we will discuss regarding the process of staffing. There are a number of steps that we follow in the process of staffing. So the first point is estimating manpower requirement. From the beginning, we will estimate the how many members, how many number of worker we actually need. It is required to estimate the manpower requirement before commencing work in any business. For example, if I start a new business, then I have to calculate, estimate the manpower requirement in our business. Then I will make an ad in the newspaper. Next point is recruitment. Recruitment is defined as a process of motivating or inducing people to apply for job in the organization. You have seen number of ads in the newspaper or in the television too for of any company who are looking for many employees or and they also tell about the qualification, salary, etc. So it helps in searching ideal and prospective employees for an undertaking. Recruitment may be made from two various sources. That first one is the internal and the second one is the external. We will discuss this topic in the next video lecture. Next is the selection. So for example, there we need 10 people, but 100 people have applied for the same post. Then we will select the best people from these who have applied. Selection refers to a process of identifying and choosing the most suitable candidate in the organization. Next point is placement and orientation. Placement and orientation means when we select any person, then we will place that person on the best job for which he has been selected. Means ਕੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਚ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਕੰਪਿਊਟਰ ਆਪਰੇਟਰ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਅਪਲਾਈ ਕੀਤਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ, ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਸਿਲੈਕਟ ਹੋ ਚੁੱਕਾ, ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਐਕਚੁਅਲ ਉਹ ਕੰਮ ਤੇ ਲਾਵਾਂਗੇ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ. Orientation is a step taken by the management for introduction of the newly selected employees to the existing staff member in the organization. When a person joins the organization, then he does not have any information about the any employee or his boss or superior or subordinate, then organization makes him clear regarding his boss and subordinate. That is called orientation. Next point is training and development. Training and development means to impart the knowledge, skills and attitude of employees to perform different type of jobs assigned to them in the business concern. For example, when a person leaves his college or university, he has only the theoretical knowledge, he does not have the practical knowledge of the work. Then organization provides him theoretical as well as practical knowledge about the work. Next is the performance appraisal. Performance appraisal means to check whether the worker is doing his work efficiently or not, whether we are going to our right path or not. It is essential to check and measure the progress of an employees in undertaking. Performance appraisal is a system followed by most of the business organization to evaluate the performance of the employees from time to time. Next one is the promotion and career planning. The process in which employees are provided better post or job position, pay, status, responsibility, etc. in a business firm is known as a promotion. So when a person is doing well in his business, in his field, then the organization provides him a promotion. The next point is the compensation. Compensation means the right amount of salary or a payment to the worker who are working very efficiently in the business. So hope you understood this topic. So tomorrow I will come with a new video. For that time, stay home, stay safe.